Hello, honeybees. Today's reading is for Sunday, August the 3rd. True confessions, I was halfway through the reading and my camera shut off. So I am just I'm not going to do 1 and 2, part 1 and 2. I'm just going to start all over. Basically had a reminiscent reading from Saturdays. So maybe we'll get a little something different or maybe the same. I don't know. Why is my camera stopping it? Mercury retrograde, maybe. Okay, so these readings are for inspiration, affirmation, and intentional living. First card will be honeybee or honeydew. Second card will be the how. And third card will be an oracle message from the wisdom of the oracle. Okay, so honeybee, honeydew. The Three of Swords that came out on Saturday's reading came out on Sunday. I'm using a completely different deck. But it was also accompanied by 3 other cards, and it's essentially the same message, except there was something about utilizing the wounds and then collaborating or working with others to foster a new beginning, which would be in keeping with this idea of Chiron, where when you do the healing around your own Chiron, then you go back and can help others, right? Who are sharing some of the same wounds. Okay, let's stop talking now. No, nope. That was like 7 or 8 cards there. Is that? Nope. Y'all, I'm ordering new decks left and right because I'm just over this particular deck. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Look, 3 of Wands with the Judgment card. Waiting expectantly for a new beginning, an awakening. You have to have that mindset that after the pain, the suffering, the grief, that this too shall pass, and stay optimistic and hopeful for your own personal rebirth. You can get stronger and be wiser and more enlightened and more authentic. After the passage of the pain and the grief, if you choose, and stay optimistic. 5 of Cups, 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. 10 of Swords, grief, let it go, ending, walking away, allowing, the Hermit. Hermit was at the bottom of the deck yesterday as well. Different deck. Okay. Getting a higher perspective over all of this. And for me, the Hermit does represent Virgo, but it also represents which Virgo is in the South Node, and the Hermit card also for me represents Chiron, the wounded healer. So it's up to you to make meaning and gain peace around your own personal suffering, so that you are moving through your personal journey in a way that's more empowered, rather than like a victim. You are part of the entire human experience. We all are. That's why honeybee you, that was my intention, right? To say like your suffering, your story, your journey, and your healing all matter, not only to you, but to all of us. The more healing that each one of us does, gives back, can help others, can enlighten others, one at a time, or maybe heal generational trauma. It all matters, and it's not for nothing. We all have chosen our well, no one likes to hear that. I don't want to say that, but somewhere our soul individually and collectively has signed up to be experiencing the pains of what it is to be a human. And I hate that I just said that, but that's what just came to me, because I know how hard it is. And sometimes, for some people, that's how we make meaning of suffering. Some people make meaning out of suffering through their religion. This maybe more the spiritual community thinks of suffering as an opportunity for growth, expansion, enlightenment, and of self, our own soul, and then the collective conscious. So, okay. What are you guys doing here? All right, I'm not going to take that. Okay. The how. The how. Okay. Empress, 7 of Cups. Yeah. Again, I think you have to recognize the power of choice, of you choosing what you're going to do with this experience. Use it to create and expand your world. What is it that you want to create coming out of this? Devil at the bottom of the deck. Well, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't say what was at the for the how is the Empress and 7 of Cups, and then at the bottom of the deck is the Devil. The Devil. Well, there's another situation that we can look at from 2 angles. One is the Devil represents the sign of Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, master builder. Looks at the long haul, isn't afraid of tough, difficult, challenging work. In fact, the more challenging, the better, says Saturn. Tough love daddy. Or the Devil, the one who holds us back and is restrictive and binds us and calls us to stay small. Well, how would you like to look at this situation? Or what would you like to create next? There's potential here in the number 7 of Cups. Got opportunities, options for what this person is going to choose to create from this awakening. Second chance. Oh boy. Followed by the Lover's choice. Followed by the Queen of Pentacles. Related to the Empress. What do you want to nurture? It's up to you. It's up to you. Up to each one of us. Okay. The Fates. All right, 17 or 8. All right, the Fates. Fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. Did I say that in this reading? Did I tell you that I had to start over? I don't even know what I've told you. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by Spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Wow. Okay. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I'm going to pull an angel number as well. I meant to do that for Saturday. Quite a few. Let's see. I am disciplined. Number 31. Your approach to life is an effective mix of both practicality and imagination. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas, and you have the organizational skills to manifest them to life. Number 4. I am stable. Remember Saturday's reading. You bring stability and rationality to any situation. You are the rock, and your hard work and perseverance make you a dependable friend, partner, and colleague. Saturn. 333. You are being, oh, that was number 4. 333. You are being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. Live your truths and be a positive light to others. I am powerful. 10. I am ingenious. You have great leadership skills. Your mind is sharp and allows you to dream up ingenious ideas and organize all the details, then direct others how to carry things out. In the reading, I don't know if I told you that I already had started a reading. I can't remember. And my camera went out. Okay. And in that first reading for today was definitely messages around Chiron and collaborating with others and creating something completely new, brand new out of our pain, collective and individual. So thank you so much for being here, honeybees. Bye-bye.